Ryan Destiny and Keith Powers are officially engaged, and fans can't stop gushing over the long-awaited announcement that feels like something straight out of a modern-day Hollywood romance film. What began as a quiet love story between two rising stars has now transformed into one of the most heartwarming unions in entertainment. The moment they shared the news on Instagram, the internet collectively melted. It wasn't just another celebrity engagement. It was the culmination of years of love, growth, distance, and rediscovery. The photos they posted together seemed effortlessly intimate. Keith holding Ryan close, their smiles radiating pure joy, and Ryan's elegant ring glistening under the soft sunlight. The caption was simple yet powerful. "Engaged to the love of my life." That single sentence carried years of history, whispered promises, and a love story that refused to fade even when life pulled them in different directions. Fans immediately flooded the comments with thousands of messages filled with excitement, blessings, and nostalgia for a relationship that had once seemed lost to time. For many who've followed their journey since its early days, Ryan and Keith's engagement felt like witnessing two souls finally coming home to each other. Ryan Destiny, celebrated for her stunning performances in Star and the Fire Inside, has always carried herself with a quiet strength and poise. She's the kind of actress who brings vulnerability to every role, grounding her characters with authenticity and grace. Keith Powers, on the other hand, first gained widespread attention through his breakout role in Straight Outta Compton, followed by standout performances in The New Edition Story and What If. His on-screen presence carries a natural charisma, confident but never overbearing, emotional yet controlled, much like the energy he exudes in real life. Their love story began in 2017, during a period when both were carving out their own identities in Hollywood. They met through mutual friends, and what started as casual conversations and shared creative interests quickly turned into something deeper. There was an undeniable connection, not the flashy, high-profile kind that thrives on paparazzi attention, but a quieter bond rooted in respect and genuine understanding. Ryan once described Keith as her safe space, while Keith called Ryan his peace. For a while, they seemed inseparable, effortlessly balancing the demands of fame with the normalcy of love. Yet, fame has a way of testing even the strongest connections. By 2022, rumors began circulating that the couple had quietly parted ways. Though neither of them addressed the breakup in detail, sources close to them described it as a mutual decision driven by the pressures of their respective careers. Ryan was focused on taking on more complex acting roles and expanding her work behind the camera, while Keith was diving deeper into projects that pushed his creative boundaries. In interviews, both hinted at the importance of self-growth and independence, leaving fans wondering whether they'd find their way back to each other. For nearly 2 years, they lived separate lives publicly, though subtle traces of lingering affection could still be felt. Every time Keith spoke about love or personal growth, people read between the lines. Whenever Ryan posted poetic captions about patience and timing, fans wondered if she was referring to him. Their absence from each other's social media was deafening, but those who truly believed in their love story never lost hope. And then, in late 2024, something shifted. A few observant fans noticed that Ryan had liked one of Keith's old posts, a small digital gesture, but enough to send the internet buzzing. Soon after, they were spotted together at a private Los Angeles event, laughing and talking like old times. There was no grand announcement. No red carpet debut. Just two people rediscovering what made them fall in love in the first place. Those close to the couple said their reconciliation wasn't impulsive. It was built on reflection and emotional honesty. They had both matured. Both experienced enough of life apart to truly understand the depth of their connection. Keith once admitted in a podcast that love, at its core, is about choosing each other again and again, even after time, distance, or mistakes. That sentiment now feels prophetic. When they reappeared in public together in early 2025, the energy between them was unmistakable. Their chemistry hadn't just survived the separation, it had evolved. It was steadier, more grounded, and more intentional. Fans began to sense that this wasn't just a rekindled romance, but the beginning of a lifelong partnership. The engagement announcement then didn't feel rushed or performative. It felt earned. The way Keith proposed, while details remain private, reportedly reflected who they are as a couple: thoughtful, sentimental, and deeply connected. Friends close to them revealed that Keith planned the proposal meticulously, ensuring every detail symbolized a piece of their shared history. The ring itself, elegant and timeless, mirrors Ryan's personal style, sophisticated yet understated, shining in its simplicity. Almost immediately after the announcement, social media platforms lit up. Hashtags like Ryan and Keith Forever and We're Black Love Goals trended for days. Celebrities and friends from across the entertainment industry joined in the celebration. Singers, actors, and directors, many of whom had watched their relationship unfold over the years, left heartfelt comments praising their resilience and devotion. Fans shared old photos and interview clips, reminiscing about the early days of their love story. In a world often dominated by short-lived celebrity romances, Ryan and Keith's journey felt refreshingly real. Part of what makes their relationship resonate so deeply is how genuine they've remained despite fame. They've both spoken openly about the challenges of dating in the public eye. In one interview, Ryan reflected on how difficult it can be to maintain something authentic when everyone has an opinion. "People romanticize what they see online," she said. "But real love is quiet. It's the everyday stuff. The laughter, the support, the patience. That's what matters." Keith has echoed similar thoughts, once explaining that being with someone who truly understands your world is both grounding and rare. "Ryan gets it," he said. "She knows the pressure, the exhaustion, and the expectations that come with this industry. Having someone who doesn't just sympathize but actually understands is everything." Both have been advocates for young Black love in Hollywood, not as a publicity statement, but as a lived experience that defies stereotypes. Their bond represents what it means to build something authentic amid the noise of celebrity culture. They've shown that love doesn't need to be performative to be powerful. Professionally, both are in some of the strongest phases of their careers. Keith's upcoming roles in The Gates and Trip showcase his evolution as an actor, capable of balancing vulnerability and strength. He's gradually stepping into more mature roles that challenge him emotionally and intellectually. Ryan, meanwhile, continues to rise as both an actress and a creative visionary. Her performances in Oracle and The Fire Inside have earned critical acclaim for their emotional depth and nuance. Beyond acting, she's been exploring directing and producing, signaling her intent to shape narratives that reflect her voice and vision. She also continues to turn heads in the fashion world. Her appearance at New York Fashion Week earlier this year reminded everyone why she's considered one of Hollywood's most stylish women. Every photo captured her signature grace: confident, radiant, effortlessly elegant. Keith, of course, couldn't help but comment with a heart emoji on her photos, a small but sweet reminder of how supportive they are of each other's success. Their engagement represents not just love, but balance, the harmony of two individuals who've learned to grow both together and apart. They're a reminder that sometimes love isn't about constant proximity, but about finding your way back after life has tested you. Their story challenges the idea that young love in Hollywood is fleeting. Instead, it proves that when two people are aligned emotionally and spiritually, they can endure even the toughest chapters. As fans celebrate their engagement, there's also a collective appreciation for how Ryan and Keith have navigated their fame with maturity. They've avoided unnecessary drama, choosing instead to focus on their craft and personal peace. That quiet strength has only made their love more inspiring.